OK, more action coming your way now on ITV2. It's heavyweight action featuring Blackpool's Mathew Ellis and Harry Senior. He's the Southern Area champion from Charlton, not too far away from here in South London. Ellis, a bit of a tendency to win quickly, but Senior very strong, and he can bang to the body as well. And right at the start, Senior really got off to a terrific start, and he was in all sorts of trouble. Down he went. Mathew Ellis, he's got a habit of knocking people over early. Wobbled again. Mathew Ellis down again in the second round. It's all going Harry Senior's way. Terrific start by the man from Charlton, the reigning Southern Area champion. OK, we pick it up now in the action with Reg and Colin. We join it for the 5th round.
Round 5. Ellis, having survived knockdowns now, and still in the hunt a bit. I guess Harry Senior must have learned a thing or two in those Chicago gyms before he made his professional debut there, which was a bit surprising. Had a good win over what looked a very handy heavyweight in Michael Sprott for the Southern Area Championship, 6th round. Well, this will go down as a bit of a glorious comeback by Ellis, but he's still got a lot to do, though, in the 5th round, scheduled for 8. So far, Senior's taken his best shots as well. A little bit rattled by them, and they must have hurt a bit, too. But he's just managed to take a couple of deep breaths and then come firing back, Senior. Or is he one of those fellas that punches himself out as the fight goes on? That could happen.
For a heavyweight fight, I think they've actually fought at a very fast pace.
Yeah, they're big guys, you know.
Right. I think Ellis must be quite happy with the way things are going. He's really put himself back into the fray.
Yes. Still very much a learner. The old plates haven't quite come up. He's only 24, Ellis, which is, as heavyweights go, is considered quite young. Marciano didn't turn pro until he was 24.
Senior's punches don't seem to be, carrying the same kind of weight as they did before.
Getting some heavy instructions from the corner from Frank Ellis, Mathew Ellis' dad. You might be able to see him in shot in a minute, jumping up and down. Hefty man. He really is boxing quite well here, Ellis, again.
He's done really well, Ellis, to come back. He really has. And I think Senior must be slightly worried. His punches can't seem to favour Ellis, and he's coming forward, marching forward, getting a bit more confident, and that is a dangerous side for Senior.
I still think Senior seems to be blowing hard with the pair. Do you agree or not?
I agree. I think he's let go with a lot of big shots, and I think he must be slightly worried now. He's looking to hold.
They're swinging those punches in there. They're coming quite a distance. But no, nothing happened there. It's just a good look at each other instead. Looky bit there. That's just a swelling around. There's not a bad cut there, Colin, at all. Well, the cornerman are making him take the deep breaths. It looks as though it's used up a lot of energy banging the other guy around, which that can happen. People often wonder why. The man on the receiving end's got to be hurt more, but sometimes that happens with a fighter. He winds himself up, throws a lot of leather, and then gets tired. Now, has it happened here in the 6th round? Well, it's certainly not one of those lark-about heavyweight fights, is it?
Actually, it's been fought at quite a high standard. They're both, you know, technically quite good.
Oh, I've seen a lot worse in my time. I tell you what, if Ellis happens to throw a punch and stop Senior, this ring will be invaded by the Ellis fans and family. Their hearts must have sunk quite early on in this fight.
I think for the first time in a fight, you know, Senior's not having everything his own way. Ellis is coming back, and he does seem to be hurting Senior. All
the promoters on the other side of the ring there with their man's in trouble. They haven't made an easy fight for him here by any means. He definitely looks a bit distressed, doesn't he, Senior? I can't believe what's happened here. The turnaround is tremendous.
It must be, you know, psychologically very, very disturbing when you actually throw the best shots. It's hurt your opponent, but he's still, you know, coming back strong, and then starting to hurt you.
Well, he trains hard enough, Senior, doesn't he, Colin? You're aware of that, I suppose?
Yeah, I think he's been sparring with some Herbie Hyde. He's mixed with, you know, the best fighters in the country, so I'm sure his condition, you know, good. But this heavyweight fight has been fought at a very fast pace.
It's more hands beat fast, not necessarily foot fast. It's been quite a good swapping of punches going on. It's inevitable they're certainly going to tire a bit now. I mean, they have both given and taken some hard shots. Minute to go in the sixth. Now, he fancies this job now, Ellis.
He does, you can see it in his face. He knows he's taking Senior's best shot. And I think Senior is the one looking to hold now. Even those body shots don't have the same kind of effect as they did, you know, 3 or 4 rounds ago.
Just a little bit of hesitancy here now. Don't blame them. They both know one punch could turn it all around either way as we get to the end of this sixth round. Good round for Ellis. He knows it, and the crowd know it. Well, certainly watching the Ellis family and fans there, they were quite excited about that comeback. He's still got it to do if Senior can stand up. Look at that one. Could see it coming. We always can from outside the ring, but Senior didn't see that one coming. Long punch too. Different angle. He slipped those well, didn't he? That good left hook. It's one of his better punches anyway. When he gets through with those, he hurts with those, Mathew Ellis. Well, you couldn't believe after that first round, watching Ellis taking that punishment and then coming back so strongly there.
Opponent and second up. Round 7.
Out for the 7th of this, well, I was going to say grueling heavyweight fight in its way. It really is. They're certainly not novices the way they fought here. Ellis has won 8. Lost 1, drawn 1. Senior has won 6 of 10. But the one-round knockouts that Mathew Ellis had was certainly never on. It was him that looked like getting knocked out at the start. And now is Senior going to be able to keep ahead in this fight, because he's certainly got a big lead. Probably Ellis knows he's got to stop him to get the decision. What do you think, Colin?
Definitely, I think Senior is looking a little bit ragged now. He has expended a lot of energy, but to nick this fight, he'll still have to stick out that jab. Oh, got caught by a good right hand.
He's got to try and get Senior over, not necessarily count it out, but if he can get him down and knocked out, that would be a big help.
He's not able to dominate the fight. The first 2 or 3 rounds, he was able to dominate and get the respect of Ellis with his punches. At the moment, he's not been able to do that.
He's either got used to taking those body punches now, Ellis. I think he was so shocked early on, and they were powerful coming in. And now it's his turn. I think he's got a chance of stopping him. He's still got a round and a half to go. That's Ellis, I mean. Oh, well. Minute to go, mate. Maybe not, Colin. What a banger.
It's turned into a great fight.
Well, if you're looking for some old-fashioned heavyweight action, here it is on digital, live and living colour. Good battle it's been, isn't it?
It's been a very, very tough fight. And I'm surprised at the condition of both fighters. They both look as though they're prepared properly for this fight.
Well, that's always good to see, isn't it? Yeah, they're not carrying any extra flesh. They're big guys. As we get the countdown for the end of the round. Now, can Mathew Ellis pull it back all in the last round? I think he needs to. How would you have scored it at this point?
I think Senior's definitely, still ahead. And I think Ellis needs a knockout in the last round to actually win.
Let's have another look. Let's talk us through this, Colin. There it is. Led with a punch, got away with it.
Yeah, got a right hand which kind of rocked Senior's head back. But Senior seems to take a shot quite well. He's got, hit with a few punches which are quite flush. But he seems to absorb the punch quite well.
There it is. You see, he really doesn't half blow, doesn't he? The old fight writers would used to call that bellows to mend.
Corner 10 seconds.
Terry Toole giving him the final, come on, you've got to do it in the last round. At least I imagine it is. Well, I think this would be as good as the first round, this one. They've really got to go for it. He just got a bit more reckless, Senior, too, as he's taken a bit more punishment. Not exactly sloppy with the right hand, but not quite as accurate as he was at the start. You said about using the left jab, and he's trying to at least steal the points in this round, if nothing else, Ellis.
I think Ellis, he needs a knockout to win now. I think he's too far behind to rely on a boxing ability. I think Senior, by virtue of his work rate in the first 2 or 3 rounds,
and the knockdowns,
still ahead. Yeah.
Course. No judges, just for information. Ken Curtis will be the arbiter with a minute to go. Good hard last round. It's a really entertaining fight. Senior has, believe it or not, as a big awkward-looking guy at times. He's still got some decent mobility. His legs get him out of trouble a bit. He's not that ponderous, is he?
No, he moves quite well. I think he used a lot of energy in the earlier part of the fight. I think he's better to stay there and fight, which is not what he's best at.
I tell you, he's not short of guts either, is he, Senior? He's taken his share.
I think they've both shown a lot of heart in this fight.
Oh, what a finish from Ellis. I think he might be running out of time. With 60 seconds. Well, he's certainly given all here, Ellis, and I'm Colin McMillan's assumption, and mine too, that he's senior's well ahead because of the knockdowns. He's trying to pull those back. We're not talking Man United and Bayern here for a draw by any chance, have we?
It's come back really well, Ellis. You've got to give it to him.
Well, this will be a hard fight to remember on the opening night of Digital. I don't believe this. I told you that he came back at the end there to get that decision, but I couldn't agree with it.
I was quite surprised there. I mean, obviously Ellis is the home fighter, but I thought on the earlier part of the fight looked as though Senior had done enough to warrant the win.
Well, they obviously didn't take into account the knockdowns in the way we thought they would. But on gameness alone and the way he came back, full marks for Mathew Ellis. Well, maybe this last round got it. We'll see when the pointing comes up. He looked pretty good. He looked quite fresh even in the last round, didn't he, Ellis?
Ladies and gentlemen, before the referee's scorecard, the referee would like to congratulate both boxers on an incredible contest. Referee King Curtis scores that contest for Senior 76 points, for Ellis 77 points. Your winner from Blackpool and Liverpool, Mathew Ellis. And ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for a very game boxer indeed, Harry Senior.
Decision that raised a few eyebrows here. Okay, let's have a word with Shane Neer.